Okay, so then I have to do my promotion.
Hello, everyone. There we go. Mics are unmuted. Hello.
Hello, yes, mics are unmuted.
Welcome to a reaction stream. We'll be doing the Chaotix Casefiles today, as usual, but first, we thought we'd do something special. Uh, we'll be
Yes,
reacting. We'll be reacting to a video that that so, that we could someone we consider a friend of ours made.
Yes, this is what the redacted thing was.
Yes,
I might have if you looked on my Twitter today, I might have teased it. I may or may not have teased it by saying, like, it's a good thing that today is what I would call reaction day on the SlashAttack channel.
indeed.
But before we get into anything, I have a few updates I would like to share. So listen up. I would like to firstly I would like to remind everyone that this week is the week that the switch off like, so this week it's seconds week, and the next week it'll be my week,
Yes,
and that switcheroo's gonna be going on permanently, so we'll be switching off every week now instead of one stream in the week being seconds, one stream in the week being mine.
yes. So I believe on Thursday I'll be playing Sonic Adventure 2.
That is correct. He will be playing Sonic Adventure 2 on Thursday. No time for it has been determined,
Yes,
but I, I mean, it depends if you're hanging out with with your friends. If you're friends, I almost said if you're friends. Okay. Well, if you're hanging out with your friends on Thursday, it'll likely be at 4 p.m. Pacific. That's
yes,
only if you're hanging out with friends on Thursday. He likes to hang out with friends on Thursday, so
yeah. But we'll see what happens.
but we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah,
But it yeah. And then later today, later today, yes, I have another announcement. I will be recording a reaction to something. This is entirely this is entirely gonna be done by myself, but today I'm aware that a certain game decided to prop itself from the dead, aka Starfield,
oh,
with a with an update, like they showcased a new update, so I believe that's coming out April 7th, so I'll be recording a reaction to that after this stream, and hopefully that'll be uploaded by no later than the end of today. But I'll have to see how YouTube's uploading system is.
yes,
But with all of that out of the way, I think it's time to get into Project Redacted.
yes. Now I'm gonna put the link in and I'm gonna show what we're reacting to today.
Yes, it's special.
Yeah. And the thumbnail came up first. Amazing. But yes, this is Court Match 437's video, My History with Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a really good video. I've already seen it, but Slash hasn't.
I haven't seen it, but I thought I said the second, well, how about we do this? I think it would be a good idea since it would spread awareness about the video. I haven't seen it. It better not be shit.
Oh, that was. Oh. Well then, Slash. Anyways, shall we?
Let's get on to the video.
Yes. All right. Tell me when.
7/6 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 437.
So
Let's
you may
go.
have noticed lately that a lot of my content has had some Sonic the Hedgehog related aspect in it one way or another, and if you've been following my social media pages, links in the description, you'll have noticed that I've been talking about the franchise quite a lot, and I felt that I should make a video explaining why that is the case. You see, for the past several months, my interest in Sonic has been through the roof, although if you've known me for a long time, you'll know that this is most certainly a recent development indeed, and I would like to tell you all how this came to be. To do so, I need to establish where it all began, so let's get on with it. This is my entire history with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. It all started in the final days of 2008 when I got Sonic Rush as a Christmas present. However, this here is not actually my
That's a
original
good
copy
game.
of the game, as I lost the game card at some
Sonic
point.
Rush, it's
Furthermore,
not bad.
I don't really
It's
remember
not
my
bad.
first
It's
experiences
awesome.
with the game at all, but surely I had to have
It's
liked the
okay.
game
I mean,
if I
it's
decided
pretty
to
good.
continue
It's
to
pretty
participate
good. I haven't
in the
finished
series
it.
in the years to come.
I
And
need an
naturally,
emulator,
Blade's
goddammit.
been one of my favorite characters. Fascinated by her design, traits, and origin story, with Son A is going on to
Blaze
become
does
one
have a
of all
nice
the popular
design.
Sonic ships after I've
Indeed.
begun to wrap my head around the concept. Moving on now, 2009 came and went, and this was a fairly uneventful year for me when it comes to the Sonic games, although it was during said year that Sonic Classic Collection was released for the DS, and I do remember picking this game up at some point.
Classic
because this was how I
Collection.
played the Genesis games, albeit not a whole lot. I
Not
don't
not
seem
the
to have it
not the
anymore.
best collection,
Also, I
honestly.
remember downloading
Nah,
the demo
it's
from
pretty
Mario Sonic
laggy.
of the Olympic Winter Games on that same system.
Yeah,
and eventually
it's
going on
not
to
the
pick up
best
the game
collection.
for
I
free
I
on
haven't
my
played
Wii.
it, but
Although
I
it's not a hot take
don't
for
need
me
to
say
play
that
it
I actually kind of
in order
prefer
to
the
know that.
former.
Yeah.
At least, I don't really seem to remember enjoying the Wii version as much, anyways. And one last thing to mention here is I think technically I had gotten the original Beijing game on the Wii before I played Rush. Although
The
I don't
Mario
really
and
consider
Sonic
that
at
to
the
be my
Olympic
first
games are quite
true
good.
Sonic
Those are
experience,
quite
seeing that
good.
was a crossover,
Oh yes.
and not even a platformer either. The first half of
Why
2010 was
why
also
did they
fairly
end that
uneventful
series,
when it
you
comes to
fucking
me and Sonic
assholes?
games, I would say. But things were about to change come that fall. Sonic 4 Episode
The Olympic
1 and
Committee
Sonic
are
Colors
assholes.
released
Fuck
about a month
you.
apart from each other, and I think I downloaded the former game to my Wii in very short order afterwards, but the latter was another
Sonic
Christmas
4.
present. From the
Sonic
same
4
family
looks
members that gave
yucky.
me Rush, in fact. I had
Sonic
also
Colors is
gotten it for the
actually
DS
good.
as well
Yeah.
at some point, but once again, I lost the cart and I only have the box to show for it, unfortunately. I swear the fact this kept happening to all my Sonic games for this system wasn't intentional. It just so happened that way and I never had any buys
Don't-
for this
don't-
series. In
Don't
any
know
case,
how
however,
one
I
loses
love
that
these
many
games,
Sonic
especially
games.
Colors. And throughout the end of the year and well into the opening months of 2011, I played
But I
countless
guess
hours
those
of both
cartridges
games.
are very small, so they're
And now
easy
we
to
come a
lose.
pretty rough point in my life. I got kicked out of the middle school that I was going to at that time because I was something of a problematic kid, and so I didn't get to have a real summer vacation, and the same was also true of the following year. But not really helping matters, and also what's actually relevant to this video, was that a month prior to that event, Sonic Generations
Okay,
was
so
announced, and
he
it
was a
not
rebel.
getting a release on the Wii, which I was really upset about at the time because, well, this dumbass here didn't understand back then the fact that Nintendo was basically selling $150 potatoes, and they couldn't support a game of such a caliber running on them. Also, while doing some research for this
I'm sure I
video,
did some
found
shit
out that
in
Sega
school back
mentioned
in the
that that
day.
was the whole idea, considering that Sonic Colors was
I,
exclusive. You know what?
I
That's
definitely
fair enough,
did
I
a lot
guess.
of shit
But I'm
in this
just
school
wondering
back in my
nowadays,
day.
though, why they never ported it over to the Wii U.
Might have
seeing
caused
as I
some
believe
trouble.
That console would have been capable enough to run the game. It's not like it really mattered all that much anyways.
So that's
in my
okay,
case,
Court.
though, as I will discuss later on. But anyways, all that
Yeah.
aside, a 3DS version of Sonic Generations was released, and I was able to get my hands on it pretty shortly after I got my system as a Christmas present that year, if not having also gotten the game that same day. I don't remember 100% exactly, but other than that, I don't really have anything to say about the first few months of 2012. A few weeks before my birthday, at the tail end of April, my grandma and I were shopping at a Walmart, and she let me pick up a couple of 3DS games, those being Tetris Axis and Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. I enjoyed both of these, but can I just say something about the latter? and this might be another controversial opinion about this exact same spin-off series even, but I really don't think that this particular entry gets as much credit as it deserves. I believe there is the highest amount of different events that you could play this game out of the entire series. It has a really good story mode that is chock full of wonderful character interactions that I really wish that we could see more of in something like an RPG crossover game sometime, but maybe that's just me being too hopeful. And lastly, there are so many different ways that you can customize your playing experience in both solo and in multiplayer.
Okay, I can't deny that.
It's really good, and definitely one of the games I had the most fun with on my 3DS, although I never did go on to get the Wii version. To be honest, I don't think I really played much else when it comes to Sonic throughout the rest of the year. I was really excited at the time for both of the new Super Mario Bros. Games that were about to drop, and especially the fact that one of them was coming to a brand new Nintendo-owned console. On the last day of 2012, I opened the box for my Wii U, and I very distinctively remember when the new year was rung in, I was playing
I should
new
play
Super
my
Mario
Wii U
Bros.
more.
Because, well, I was still way more of a Mario fan than a Sonic fan at the time. Oh, and speaking of the Wii U, one of the first games that I got for it besides that one was Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform.
Okay, good. That is a base get.
I didn't really like how it controlled from what I can remember.
If I heard
yeah,
Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I
become
might
one of my
have.
favorite games by any means at all. I think I've said everything that I possibly could about this chapter of my history with the franchise, so let's talk about what happened next.
Transformed was one of my
Most
favorites,
of this part of my life was fairly
it's an
uneventful
awesome
when it
one.
comes to Sonic games, and
I have
in
it on the
fact,
PS3,
console
it's really
gaming
good.
in general, because something else that I acquired near the end of 2012 was my own personal computer. Starting from the age of 14, playing games on that thing, or just using it in general, really became the primary way that I would spend my time after school or on weekends. And I think that should be pretty obvious given the sort of content that I uploaded to this channel throughout the first half of its existence. As for Sonic games that I did
Yeah, I
play
can't
in
say,
2013, well, throughout May and June,
I
for
mean, he
some
must have
reason,
done
I
something to
randomly
get
just
almost
decided to
8,000
revisit Sonic
subscribers.
Rush, and I 100%
Must
did
have done
for the first
something
and only
right.
time in my life.
Yeah.
And I was also playing a lot of Mario and Sonic
Something
at
cool.
the Vancouver Olympic Games, apparently, according to my 3DS. I really don't think there's anything else to talk about on that front for this year, so I just want to say
Wait,
that I believe
my
this was around
account's
the
not
time when
even
I discovered
subscribed to
Some Call Me
him.
Johnny, who is my favorite
I gotta
YouTuber
fix
who
this
makes videos
crime.
about Sonic
What?
games. Although that's not to say that's
I
the
fixed the
only
crime.
thing on his channel, and I thoroughly enjoy all of his content. I think the first video that I ever watched of his was his 50-minute Sonic 06 review, and I enjoyed it so much that it made me want to go back and binge watch all the videos that he had made up to that point, and also to keep an eye out for when he would do new reviews.
Okay,
such as his
some
Sonic
call me
Lost
Johnny.
World
He's a
one
good
that he would
YouTuber.
upload a couple weeks after it was released. So yeah,
Haven't
shout
watched
outs to
too
Johnny.
much of his
He is
content.
a very funny dude who knows a lot about games as well. Go check him out if you haven't yet. Speaking of Lost World and the last few months of 2013, I never actually picked up the game because all of my hype was directed towards Super Mario 3D World. Because
That's
as its release drew
understandable.
closer, that
Lost
game
World
looking
was
to be
not a
something
great
really
game.
Special, and in fact,
No,
after it came out
no.
and I was able to get my hands on it near the end of the year, that's what I was playing
Freaking
a lot of,
run
and that
button.
continued to be the
Why?
case through the beginning of 2014. Well,
And
mostly. I could've
basically
sworn that when I
they
had
made
randomly
Sonic
decided
into
to play on this
Mario.
save file in Sonic 4 Episode 1 for a little bit, shortly after
Yeah.
this whole interest in the franchise was began. It had stated that I'd played the game sometime in January of that year, but I
I
couldn't
see.
find any other evidence that I had done so back then on my Wii message boards, or just
That
gonna have
happened
to
with
take
my
my
old
word
channel,
for it.
actually.
Anyways, Sonic Boom was announced, and I
Oh,
didn't
it
pick up
did?
any of the games in that sub-series, nor did I watch the TV
Yeah,
show,
some of
at
my
least back then
old
anyways.
cringe
Although I've been
edits
told that it's actually
blew
pretty
up and I
good,
got
so I
like
should probably
over
go check it
1,000
out.
subscribers
But yeah,
on that.
that year itself was, like I said, pretty uneventful for me in terms of Sonic stuff. Adding on to that, I
Alright.
really do not have much to say about 2015 and 2016 at all, other than if I'm being honest. Sonic's 25th anniversary was a pretty big letdown. No games that were made to celebrate came out in that actual year.
Yeah,
and
the
nothing really
25th
happened that
anniversary
rejuvenated
wasn't
my
good.
interest in the franchise. Granted, at this point, I wasn't really playing much in the way of console
Seems
games or on my
underwhelming.
3DS anyways, as I'd alluded to at the beginning of
Oh
this
my
chapter,
god, that
but I
Wii
felt
U!
it
Oh my
necessary to say this
fucking
stuff in
god,
order
that
for it to
might
not
be the
only
most
2
dustiest
minutes
Wii
long.
U I've ever
2017
seen
was
in my
an ever
life.
so slightly more interesting year when it came to me and Sonic because, well,
I
again,
hope that
didn't
isn't.
really
I hope
interact with
that's
the
just a
franchise
photo
in
from the
significant way in
internet.
first half of the year.
It probably
But
is. I
then
feel like I've
Mania
seen
and
that
Forces
photo
were
before.
released, and the former game was, I
Yeah.
believe, the very first in my entire life that
Thank
I'd ever
fuck.
actually purchased with my own money on the Switch eShop. And then I only proceeded to play the game through Chemical Plant Zone.
Because if
and then
that
never
was
touched it
like,
again.
if that was like your seconds, I think I would judge you for that.
Mine's in a box. I don't think
Thank God. If someone lets something get that dusty, I don't know if I'd be friends with them.
Sonic was probably near the bottom of the list when it
Courte
came to
did
my
say in chat,
priorities,
it's not
but
as
again,
Wii U.
not for lack of goodwill or anything. And that pretty much continued to hold true throughout
Thank
the rest
fuck.
of the 2010s and even beyond for a while. This
I did not know
chapter
Courte's
will
in
be
chat.
brief.
I did not know that.
I
Hope
don't
you're
know
doing
what
well.
I can even really say about 2018, to be honest. I do not remember a single Sonic game that I played this year, like, at all. In terms of stuff that got released, there was only Sonic Mania Plus, which is basically glorified DLC. I didn't pick it up, and I didn't do so for any
Sonic Mania
game
Plus,
that came out
yeah,
in the
that was
following 4
DLC.
years. Not
Yeah.
one at all. Not Team Sonic Racing, which came out 2 days before my 20th birthday in 2019. Not Colors Ultimate, even in spite of my love for the original on Wii and DS. Not Origins, nor Frontiers. I really want to stress though that I wasn't boycotting Sonic at this time. My interest just simply wasn't there. There were no hard feelings or anything. I believe 2019 was the year where I had sort of been introduced
Felt
to
the same at the
IDW
time.
comics, so seeing
I mean,
random
after
channels posted on Twitter
Forces,
on occasion.
my
However, I
interest
didn't
in
go out of my way
Sonic
to
took a
actually read the full issues
nosedive.
back then, and so just like the games, I didn't really consume any other Sonic media in general. Well, with one shining exception. I did go to see the first live-action movie when it was released in theaters in February of 2020, and I don't really remember my specific experience of watching it that day, but I didn't hate it at least, so that's something I suppose. I had thoughts about going to go see the sequel 2 years later, but I guess I just didn't have it in me to ask someone to go take me to see it. Because, well, believe it or not, at my age, I still can't drive, which is something that I need to rectify soon. I did make damn sure I went to go see the third movie though, but we'll talk more about that when we get there. Oh, we will definitely get there.
The third movie is
I believe
big
this was
fucking
also around the
fiction and
time
I
I
will.
realized that I
And
really,
if anyone
really love
says to
Tails.
imagine good
Maybe it was
so.
sooner than this, I'm not 100%
Okay, maybe
sure,
not that
but
hard.
it's possible that the post-credits scene
Oh
of movie
my.
1 brought to my attention that he's just so freaking cute, and made me appreciate all his
Yes,
sprites and models forward.
Tails
Like,
is cute.
I just
He's
want to go.
adorable,
a
he's a
good long
silly,
hug.
he's one of the
Peak
best
character
characters.
design right here, folks.
I'm
Yoshiki
normal
Yamaguchi,
about him,
bless your soul for giving us this wonderful boy, and you
I
have
can-
my
I
life.
can
The only
tell
other
you're
really
totally
notable thing
normal,
that I think
but
I can
it's
mention from
fine.
this period
It's
was the
fine.
Sonic's 30th Anniversary Symphony. That was really, really good. I enjoyed hearing many of Sonic's classic tunes be reimagined as orchestral pieces.
That
and I
symphony
wish I
made
could have
me
attended
cry.
Some of the concerts that they would then continue to do throughout the following years. Although, like with the second movie, I guess it just never crossed my mind to actually make plans to go to them. Oh well, it is what it is, I suppose. Now,
I
with all
went
that
to-
being
I
said,
went
let's
to a
get into the
Sonic
really,
symphony.
really
It was
interesting part
pretty
of my
good.
Sonic story.
Might have made
It's
me
time
tear
for
up
me
a
to
bit.
discuss what's been happening in the last few years. Get comfy because this is going to be a wild ride.
Recent history. 2023 to present.
So 2023 started off as being more of the same for me when it comes to Sonic, not really doing much of anything for the first half of the year with the franchise, but that was all about the change come that summer. If you've been watching my videos for the past 2 years, you'll know that I started to make videos about one of my interests not pertaining to video games, that being highways. Now, I know that that's not what you came here to listen to me talk about, but just hear me out for a minute because trust me, this is relevant in a big way. You'll see. One of the other people that shared this interest with me was the Derpog, whose channel I had discovered around this time because of the shoutouts that he would pay for in some videos that were uploaded
Nice.
to the channel
Cool.
called Control City Freak. At the time, he had only made 2 videos on this topic, one discussing his thoughts on a highway in North Carolina and another one reacting to said channel's videos on highways that go through the state. After the latter took off, it inspired him to make his own videos that were a direct imitation of the style of that channel, and was a similar story for me as well. However, though,
Okay, now I
before
have
all of
chat
that,
open
he
on my
primarily
end.
uploaded videos of the Genesis
Nice.
Sonic games, and in particular, he really loves Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I need to
and
split
Blue
the
Sphere
screen
game.
though.
He is a really good player, and I highly recommend you go to check
So
out
then
that
I can
stuff.
see
I
both
would
the
love for him to be
chat
able to
and
feel
this.
confident that his Sonic content has a place on the platform
So I want to
once
be able
again,
to see chat.
because the world deserves more of it, in my opinion. But yeah, as the rest of the year went on and Sonic Superstars would get announced and released, we would start to develop a friendship that eventually would totally change my outlook on the franchise. We'll get to that very soon though, but first, speaking of Sonic Superstars, I need to mention something about this game. When it was first announced and it released, I didn't really think much of it, and the same went for the brand new character that it introduced, Trip the Sungazer. It just kind of looked like another 2D Sonic game to me, and unlike Mania, I didn't pick it up close to its launch date.
Is
Although,
awesome.
Would you believe me if I told
And
you that I didn't even pick up Super Mario Bros. Wonder either, which launched just 3 days after, and at this point, my interest in that franchise
launching Sonic Superstars 3 days before Mario might have been the most stupidest, brain-deadest decision Sega could ever make.
Years ago, I suppose. On Christmas Day, the Derpog would start his own Discord server for like-minded people to join.
Thank you for listening to my crash out.
To discuss highways, there were some members that did also share an interest in video games, and as 2024 would start and go on, it would grow and become one of my favorite places to hang out.
We're glad to have met you too.
Now, truthfully, that's really the only
major
thing of importance that happened in the first half of the year that's relevant to this video. But come the fall, something would happen that would change my entire perspective.
No problem,
on
of course
franchise.
of course
The
we
date
do
is
this. I mean,
September
we
18th.
support
That
independent
night, the Derpog
creators
did a live stream on his YouTube
on here.
channel where he would try to beat
And if
Chip's
this
story
does
in
well,
Sonic
maybe we'll
Superstars
do it
after
to
he
more
had been unable to
content
do so
creators
after almost
we
an
like.
entire year since the game released, and over the next couple of weeks,
I'm
he
open
would
to
do
that.
more of these streams as he still found himself unable to overcome this challenge even after multiple hours of grueling dedication, with one of his attempts resulting
that
in
would
death
be a good
right
idea.
before he was about to land the final hit.
Okay.
That was extremely
That's
painful
what
to
we'll
watch,
probably
and I'm sure
do
he
then.
was totally devastated on
Well,
the inside when it happened.
well, I think we're gonna have to react to his follow-up.
However, just 20 minutes after he was able to find success, but the game still wasn't over just yet, for he still had the true final boss to overcome. After the credits rolled from having finished Trip's story, he attempted this battle a few times to no avail, and the day after that, he did a whole entire stream where that continued to be the case.
Oh, this battle was a pain in the ass. I looked this up because I was like, fuck this. After 30 minutes, I'm like, how do I beat him? I hate this game's bosses. I hate them. I hate them.
I had become obsessed with this character, and I did not think that Sonic Superstars was just another Sonic game.
I never want to fight Fang again. I never want to fight Fang. That thing could die.
What makes her tick?
I don't want to fight it again.
It was
that took me
that I had never done
5
all the years
fucking
that I had
hours.
at least been somewhat interested
I don't want to do that again.
I'm pretty sure I couldn't even
Yes,
say
it
the
took
same
me
thing
that
about
long.
Tails or Blaze or any of my other favorite characters, and I think that speaks volumes about what
Okay, this is wonderful
I
art
went on the Switch
by
eShop and
VLoops.
bought the game, where mind you, it was still full price. Not exactly a very wise decision, but the thing is, that's also
Yeah,
the
the
case
game
for
should not
Steam,
have
which
been
is the
full
only other
price.
place where I would have been able to buy the game, and even then,
It
it's
should have
not
been
like
like
I have the
40
space
or
on my
50
computer to be able to
USD.
install it onto. I even made a completely original composition based on Trip's personality, which was also something I hadn't done before, not even for the Mario series. But the point is,
I should listen to more
now
of your
my
music,
feelings
Court.
on Sonic had completely changed, and I was essentially just as interested in the
I've been
series
meaning
as
to
I
add
had
more
been
music
about
to my
Mario for
iPod
nearly
anyway.
17 years, and I would go
Even
on
though
to
I've
start
got
talking about a lot more on both Twitter and
2,800
Discord, which
songs on it.
segues nicely into the next point of discussion. A couple of weeks after that last Derpog stream, I saw many people on the former platform say that they were going to leave in favor of a site called Blue Sky.
Yeah.
I had heard that name tossed around a couple of times in the previous year or so that it had been up and running, but the thing is that it was only open to people who had received an invitation to be able to create an account.
If that's
and I
okay
had
with
not been
him.
one of
Good
those
idea.
people, at least not to my memory.
You're alright with that,
anyways.
Court?
That had no longer been the case for
Because
several
we
months
typically
by
use
this point,
music
so
for
I
this
decided
for
to jump on the
starting
bandwagon, and this
soon
was
screen of our
another
streams.
life-changing
Yeah.
event for me.
And
Aside from
Slash
this
usually,
channel, Blue
on
Sky
his
is the
end, he
place
usually
on the
uses
internet where I
my
have the largest
unreleased
following,
stuff.
beating out my Twitter account by a factor of 5.
I use a lot
I
of
like
his
to think that
unreleased
part of
stuff.
that is because of me sharing my love for the franchise, as well as partaking in a new hobby starting a month later, that being digital drawing. With
Aw,
my
this
first
art's
piece being
adorable.
the Yoshi that I
My
completed
God.
on the night of November 12th.
Yoshi!
A week before that, I had come
Heh, I'll
up
have
with
to
this
give you some
concept art of an
recommendations
original
then,
character
because-
called Glacier
Ah,
Husky, who
well,
at the time
we use
was
anything.
just simply a Tails
We
recolored,
basically
but with
use
only one tail
anything,
instead,
so.
and my, well, let's call it the final design
Even my
would not contain
thank
those
you for
iconic
trying
bangs.
this demo
We'll
song
talk
that I
more
made
about
5
him in
years
just
ago.
a little bit, but for now though, speaking of Blue Sky,
Yeah, which
something that
which
happened
still
around the
is in
same
my
time
head
was that
to
the
this
user
day.
Twitter
Thanks
released
a
an
lot.
account and they're dedicated to posting an image of
You
King
know
of
what?
the Lemur every day.
Courte, I'm gonna
Suggested
send
that
you
I should
that
do the
after
same
this.
for Trip, seeing as my reaction to her being in the Knuckles 30th anniversary comic had gotten the attention of
Trip
the
the
official
motherfucking
IDW
song.
publishing
Please.
account. And so I made the account on the
Daily
18th
Trip!
of that month, going on to successfully
Daily
make
Trip!
a post every day on it for about 6 months before I unfortunately forgot one time. And then again a month later. Oops. In any case though, on the 23rd, my copy of the aforementioned comic arrived, and the next day I recorded a video of me reading the comic and then uploaded it here. Also on that same day that I got the book, the artist Kaigo Mash 46 had set up an art raffle which closed 2 weeks later, and I entered my prototype art for Glacier. Unfortunately, I was not selected as a winner, but it motivated me to actually draw my character for the first time, and so I did.
Glacier!
And yeah, let's just say that I like how all of these wonderful people whose work you're seeing
Glacier!
on the screen right now have drawn
Glacier,
way
yay!
better than
The
that.
silly huggable.
And yeah, as I kind of alluded to before,
The
his
huggable
design is
silly.
pretty basic, but keep in mind that this was
I
the
would
first
certainly
character
hug
I'd
it.
ever created, and again, as I just mentioned, I'm still learning about
I think he
art,
deserves
so cut me a
hugs.
bit of slack. Besides, one thing that I really wanted to do with him was sort of use him as a vessel to tell stories with the canon characters. Now, I didn't necessarily create him to be my Sona, per se, although I did devise relationships with him that line up accurately with my opinions on some characters. Like the fact that Tails is his best friend, seeing Cream as almost a younger sister to him, and having a crush on Trip. But on the other hand, I decided that he was afraid of characters like Shadow and Surge the Tenrec,
Cuteness
and having a burning
overload.
hatred for Dr. Eggman, which are characters that I do like to a certain degree, but aren't really my favorites. Speaking of Shadow, let's talk about him for a little bit. So, on October 25th,
Shadow's a fucking
Sonic X
or-
Shadow
or-
Generations has
or
been
farming
released,
badass.
finally giving me a chance to experience the original game remastered alongside his brand new campaign. However, as of the writing of this script, I still have yet to buy the game as I'm planning to get it on the Switch too, and in hindsight, I'm kinda glad that I didn't pick it up for the original Switch, seeing what happened regarding the lack of an upgrade system for those that did. And the other big thing to mention in that same topical vein as we finally come to the end of 2024 is that on December 20th, Sonic Movie 3 would be released, and I went to go see it at my local theater a few days afterward, and it was awesome.
This movie
Aside from a few scenes with Eggman
is
towards the beginning, I really enjoyed the whole thing,
peak
and of course,
fiction.
every time that Tails appeared on the screen, I was just so happy. It's just a real damn shame that Disney got jealous that their inferior movie was getting outperformed at the box office and did some real shady things in order to turn the tide in their favor. Alright, here we are. It's time to start talking about what's been happening this year. We've still got a pretty long ways to go because even though there's still a month left of 2025 when you're seeing this, there's quite a lot to unpack. Well, not really so much in January though. I wanted to make a special art piece for Valentine's Day, but I was kind of struggling to come up with ideas for what it could be about, and of course, only having 3 months of experience, not having the confidence to make something that I would like. What I ultimately settled on was a redraw of this commission that I paid Sonic Guru for back in October last year that I wasn't quite fully happy with how it turned out, even though it was still objectively a very nice piece of art. This was more or less my original vision for the piece. When I posted it to Twitter, it got more traction than any art I'd ever posted to Blue Sky had gotten at the time.
Where
and
there's
as a
algorithm
result,
is
it led me to
bullshit.
still want to use the site
Yeah.
consistently, even though
the
I still
alg-
prefer to
fuck
post
the
the latter
algorithm.
way more. I completed that drawing a
fuck the
couple days
bird
before
app.
the month was
It's
out,
not-
and
they-
around that same time, Frankie
Don't
the
even get me
Eccentric had
started
announced that he
whenever
was
I
looking
hear
for
that
people to
site,
join
it
his
makes me
Discord
go
server,
burp.
and I had asked if I could, and to my honest surprise,
Frankie!
he agreed. And through that server, I would go on to meet so many new, talented, and
God,
nice
I miss
people,
him.
some of
Me
which
too.
inspired me to make this video. Lapis the Wolf, Fern, JCR1216, Misty Rat, Sparks
I know
Ignite,
Lapis,
Hypera,
I follow
Yes,
her.
These are just some of the examples.
I know quite
and
a
I would
few of
eventually
those.
go on to join many more servers
Yeah,
as
so
the
do
months
I.
went on. Sadly, towards the end of August, as this script was nearly completed, he ultimately closed this server, but I'll never forget all the amazing memories that I had made in it while it had been around. Speaking of JCR1216, a couple days after that server had been made, I think he had been looking for people to join his podcast, or I happened to find the link to the server somehow, but in any case, on the last day of January, I joined the server, and the day after that, I participated in my first episode of the podcast, and even though I would then go on to not feature in any more of them for quite a while afterwards, I'd end up becoming one of his right-hand men in the server, and I've been having a great time in there ever since. One other thing to mention before we move on to the spring is that a few days after
Curious
Valentine's
about
Day,
Podcasts
the
of
user
Disaster for a
Omzi
while.
completed this drawing of tales that I had commissioned
Maybe I should
her
watch
a few
them.
weeks prior, and to this day, I think it's still one of my favorites that I've ever received. I mean, just look how beautiful it is.
Maybe.
March and April weren't really all that eventful either, aside from having drawn
We'll
some art of
we'll
my
have to
own,
see.
although one thing to note is that I believe around the beginning of the latter month, I was in a Discord voice chat in Lapis the Wolf's server, and she was playing Sonic Rumble as part of its creators program, which had been open for applications at that time. I should mention that when this game had been announced near the end of 2023, I personally hadn't been interested in it at all, but watching her play it made me realize it actually looked like a lot of fun, and I was getting excited to be able to play the game myself when it would launch on May 8th.
Alright.
Only for the game to be
If
delayed
the creators of that
indefinitely a week
podcast are
before
fine
that
with a
date.
reaction,
Why did they reveal this
I'm not
game
against
so
that
early?
idea.
Anyways,
I
on
was
St.
just thinking I'd
Patrick's
watch it
Day,
on my
I
own
had
time,
teased
but
that I'd be making a comic
maybe.
about Glacier and Surge,
Maybe.
which was to be done at
I
some
mean,
point
either or,
within
I'm not
April.
against. We're not
Although
against
my busy
either
life,
or.
both offline and in other communities meant that I didn't really have much time to work on it,
But we'll have
and
to see
instead
when
it ended
those-
up being finished on May 9th, a couple weeks before my birthday. Earlier that week, the artist Wild Dreams had completed this
Glacier.
Glacier that I had commissioned about a month prior, and when my 26th birthday rolled around, I received some lovely fan art from my wonderful Blue Sky Mutual. If any of you are watching this video,
That
thanks
art of
again
Trip
so
and
much.
Glacier, I
It really
can't.
meant a lot.
Oh.
Now we come to June, which is when I had the idea to make this video, and will be the last month
Yep,
I'll be
this is
talking about
cuteness
here because
overload.
even though there were more events that had happened over the summer that probably could be worth talking about, I think this video has already been comprehensive enough and pretty long as a result. And there might even be more things that I'm forgetting about that I
If
didn't
it
even
was an
mention.
hour long,
So
I
all
would
of that
still
could
be
probably
reacting
warrant a
to
follow-up
it.
video to be made sometime later down the road. Other than that, it started off by me finishing what I believe so far
I
is
don't
my
care
best
how
art
long
piece
it
to
is.
date.
I can
This
hear
redraw of
someone
the
yell
cover
for
an
of
hour,
Sonic
and I don't
Adventure
care.
After
To
it took me about
call!
a week or so to make, and then a couple of days after that, I made the 200th daily trip post on Blue Sky, which happened to coincide with the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2, so that was really cool.
The brick.
About halfway through the month, I started a group chat on Discord where I invited
Don't get
some
me
of my
started
best
on
friends in the
bricks.
community to hang out and talk about our favorite aspects of the franchise, as well as showing work in progress
My
art and stuff
iPod
like
Touch
that.
is
And
basically
while
a
there have
brick.
been some hiccups here and there, overall it's been a pretty good time, and I'm glad that I was able to do such a thing. Finally, of course we can't forget about Sonic's anniversary on the 23rd, which I made a mini comic to celebrate the occasion with,
Aw.
where I tried to shade Sonic's
35th
ball form in his
anniversary's
last
this
panel,
June.
and that was the first
Hooray.
time I took a crack at doing it on anything in one of my drawings.
I
Call
hope
it
they
kind
deliver
of
some news
anticlimactic
soon.
if you want, but meh, at least it was something. And that'll be it for this video. I hope that you all have enjoyed listening to me talk about my history with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and I hope that going forward I'll be able to have
That
many
shirt
more
seems
fun
like an
and
awesome
memorable
shirt. I wish I could
experiences
see
with
the
you
full
all
thing.
relating to our favorite Blue Hedgehog's adventures and discussing them.
So side by
I'll see
side
you
is
all in
thing.
whatever video I upload next.
Oh,
And until
want
then,
to way
have a good
to
one,
communicate.
Bye-bye.
Right. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is an amazing video. I recommend anyone watching this go watch it. When the stream's done, we'll add a link in the description.
Yep, we'll do that. We'll let the credits play out. I don't care.
I see, Court.
Because the credits are good.
Yeah.
Stand up tall. There
Let me
to
turn
ask
this up a
when
little
I'm
bit.
not sure. Then just become it all. Let us speak of the heart. You'll never know when you look by. There's a team to the end with me. Speak with your heart. Fuck, I paused it on accident. I guess this thing doesn't want me to sing. And I will try to understand the words to say how much I care. Together we can take a stand. So far apart to speak with your heart. And always take it with you back to the start. So many great people in the
Yes.
credits here.
When I first watched this, I half expected you and I to show up here, but oh well.
The difference or that defines us, you're not sincere. Signs us with our time in this moment, the touch will not clear.
No, thank
Just
you,
have a
Court,
heart.
for making a
Just
great
a
video.
heart to never know if you don't try. This seems to do that is with me. Speak with your heart, speak with your heart. Don't tell me how to lend a
It's
hand.
okay, it's
I
okay, Court.
would try
No.
to understand.
It's alright.
It's okay. But to say how much I care, together we can take a stand. Tell me how to lend a hand, I would try to understand.
If
The
anything,
words to say how much I care, together we can take a stand. Don't fall apart to speak with your heart. Then always take it with you back to the start.
if anything, Court, I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner. Although I was dealing with my car and some other things at the time.
Yeah, I apologize for not seeing this sooner. Well, I can say with full confidence that it was not shit. It was good.
This was peak. I almost said peak fiction. This is not fiction
I-
though, but it is peak.
I've been saying that a lot today. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a very interesting video. I learned a lot about not only your journey about the Sonic franchise, Court, but also you as a person.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was very much a rebel in school as well, so it's okay. I was a rebel.
I mean, I was a piece of shit in school. I don't think rebel, well, maybe sometimes rebel, but more or less piece of shit. It was what would describe me best back then. But yeah, you were a rebel.
Well, we all did things back in the day that we're not proud of, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Kind of makes us who we are. We wouldn't be where we wouldn't be where we are without our flaws. That is what I'll say.
Yeah.
This was probably one of the better Sonic videos I've watched.
Oh, yes.
Cause there's so many Sonic tubers out there that I'm not the biggest fan of.
No, me neither.
But this was actually really good. In fact, I need to give the video a like. It would be criminal for me not to after that. But no, it was a video filled because some videos they're boring to watch, but this one was actually fun to watch.
Yeah, this was awesome.
I liked the humor. I liked a lot about this. There's a lot that I liked here. I mean, I could have heard Court yap for an hour, and I would not have had any complaints. There would have been 0 complaints from me if this video turned out to be an hour.
Oh yeah.
I would still react to it. It's not a problem, Court. You made a great video. At the end of the day, it was a great video.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, the video had me singing a whole fucking song, so I think it had to be pretty good for me to do that.
Yes.
Not a problem. Okay.
But anyways, be sure to watch the video for yourselves and go subscribe to Court Mange 437. Those links will be in the description. They'll be added after the stream is done.
Yeah, and we should also add his Blue Sky link. We need to do that as well.
Oh yes.
We need to do that. So we'll do that. We'll put all his links so then you can yeah, we'll do that. But I think it's time we move on into the season finale of the case files.
Season finale.
Season finale.
Is there gonna be another season?
The Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account called it a season finale.
Well then.
So I'm not sure if I just spoiled something I have, but fuck it. Fuck it.
Well.
We'll have to find out in this episode.
Yes.
28 minutes.
Yeah. Experiencing interruptions? Find out why. That's what it keeps saying every time I open a video. I wonder if it's doing that because of the ad. Oh, it's not showing it on here, but I've got an ad blocker.
Okay. Okay, I have it queued up, I know. I'll wait for you.
I've got it.
You got it up, okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, so. Okay, you're gonna be heading off. Okay.
Alrighty.
See ya, Court.
Thank you for joining us, Court.
Thank you for joining us, Court, in reacting to your video. Great video. And I hope you have a good one as well.
Yeah. Alrighty. In.
Get down the SlashAttack account.
Ah.
Okay, well, we will... Okay, I'm just gonna close off the comments because I don't need that up anymore. I don't need chat up. Okay, so 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's fucking go.
Yes. Whoa.
They cut off the song. Whoa. I did not expect it to start like that.
Well then.
And I am unstoppable!
So, here I am, locked up in a cage in the ruins of Dr. Eggman's secret base, powerless to help my friends, except for the use of my brilliantly insightful narration of unfolding events. My teammates, Espio and Charmy, along with Sonic, Tails, Whisper, and Tangle are facing down Infinite, a mercenary.
Should have said
vendetta
with
against all
Spangle.
of us, who just
Indeed.
disappeared inside a huge cloud of crackling black energy. It all ties into the ancient astroscopic lenses he stole to give himself an unknown level of power.
Anyway.
You could
what's
say it was an
doing
infinite
inside
level
that
of power.
cloud?
Oh, yes.
That? It kind of sounded like a footstep.
Coming up out of the cloud. Is that?
Now you will all suffer!
It's Infinite, and he's huge!
Something else is moving inside the cloud. Yeah, I see it too. A bunch of somethings. Oh no! It's us!
What?
Look out! He's throwing more doppelgangers your way!
Watch out for Giant
What?
Infinite, guys! He's moving slow, but if anybody gets caught under one of those feet, it's over!
The ruins of this space will become your tomb!
Hey! It's rude to try to stop people! Fake Tangle's got me! I'll handle it. Wait! You're firing at me!
Whisper! It's the other Tangle! There's gotta be a way to tell which ones are the fakes.
Tails! Got any gadgets we can use on these doppelgangers?
Oh, I think so. Maybe. Okay. I've got this reverberating inducer coil. I think I can tune it so it makes the doppelgangers' voices come out funny.
Guys, there's dozens of them! You're about to get overwhelmed!
Here, try this. Sting, sting, sting attack. Stings is what Chaotix lack. Why does my voice sound like this? Hey, it works! 'Cause that's not me! Plus, my songs are way better.
Guys, everyone! The fakes' voices sound weird. That's how we can tell them from us.
They're on to us. Take them out.
He's still got us outnumbered. At least 5-1.
Yeah, except I'm about to even the odds.
Sonic basically a
Poetry
tank.
in motion.
Yep.
A one-man.
Tails right
Sonic's a
in the front
one-man
of the
army.
spun
Oh,
through
yes.
a homing attack, seamlessly into a flying kick. Infinite's forces fell like dominoes before the little blue wrecking ball.
Haha! Attaboy, Sonic! Look at him go! And if I wasn't stuck in a cage, I'm sure I could pull off some of the same moves.
Oh, wow. Sonic's knocking the fakes down left and right. But they just keep coming. I better go.
Nothing about this pathetic world is worth saving! I would revel in the never-ending nightmare caused by my
Whisper, if you see me, shoot me.
What?
I'm going to stay invisible. If you see me, it's not really me. Sonic, on your right! Whisper, cover Tangle! All right! 2 more for Tangle. She's grabbing and throwing those fakes like they're hot potatoes.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Sonic, you knocked me visible again.
Sure did. Eat this, SBO.
Before I could shout a warning, a flicker of white and the flutter of leathery wings whisked Espio out of danger. Something, or someone, swooped in and saved him.
Is it Rouge?
Feels like I'm having deja vu from Spiral Hill.
What the?
Quit squirming, SBO. You'll make me
It's
drop
Rouge.
you.
Yeah.
Rouge, you saved me? Hey, wait. How do I know you're the real Rouge and not a duplicate?
Aside from getting you out of harm's way, does my voice sound unusual to you?
Well, no. Okay. When did you get here?
Just in time for saving your hide to start becoming a habit, I'd say. And you're welcome. Now stay out of the line of fire, would ya?
Wait! Where are you going?
Your civilization shall cease to exist! All anyone will know is pain!
Hey, Tails! Where's Charming?
Infinite's more unhinged than he once was.
Espio, is that you? Can you make it over here to me so that we can talk? All this tactical narration is getting to me. On my way. Vector, what is it? Have you seen Charmy? I've seen one of the fake ones. Never knew how effective the kid's sting attack could be. But no, I haven't seen our Charmy since the fight started. Have you seen Rouge?
Rouge is here? Great! She can help fight! Look out! Infinite Stomp incoming!
Even your names will fade into oblivion as your world becomes nothing but agony and darkness!
That's the problem. Rouge pulled me out of danger again, and then disappeared. Look what I recovered, though.
Hey, nice! You stole back your kunai!
Couldn't let Rouge show me up like that.
Hold on, Espio. Sonic! 3 to your left!
Kunai out!
That was close. Espio, can you finish picking the lock and get me out of this thing?
Way ahead of you. One more tumbler, and... Yes! You're out.
Finally! That cage was getting cramped. Too bad everything else has gone pear-shaped. We need to get up to that platform. The lenses are too powerful to let Infinite keep them. They're too powerful to let anyone keep them, come to think of it.
Agreed. Look out! Here comes another stump!
I'll crush you like the loathsome pest you are!
But how do we get to the platform? Charmy! Oh no, the only fighter we've got left is Tails. And even if he could make it up there, which I kind of doubt, we need him down here in the fight.
No, Vector! That's where Rouge must be headed! Up to the platform!
Seriously?
She's been talking about how she should be the one to collect all the lenses. Now's her chance.
Okay, Tails has at least got to try. Where is he?
There! Come on! We've got to fight our way over to him. Kunai out!
Espio, watch where you're throwing those things.
Sorry!
Don't be sorry. Just hold still.
Espio, look out!
Hey, Whisper, watch it! I just barely dodged that.
I told you to hold still. Ow! What'd you hit me for?
Sorry, Tails. I thought you were a fake.
No, that'd be me. Here, have a grenade!
Eek! Get that out of here!
Oh, hey! Careful with the grenades, Vector!
Sorry, Tango!
Look out! Here comes the big guy again!
The only name anyone will know is the name of their tormentor, Infinite!
Oh, what an ego on that guy.
Ow! Tangle's tail really packs a punch.
The real one or the fake one?
I don't think it matters.
Tails, can you get up to that platform?
Not if I'm going to keep the inducer coil going down here. We're just barely hanging on as it is. Without it, we're finished. Don't worry, Vector. I've got you covered.
Good grief. Is that Charmy flying the Chaotix copter?
No, that's Charmy in the Chaotix copter. General's the one flying it. He's where the tail rotor used to be, acting like a jet engine.
I'm amazed that wreck could get airborne at all.
I'm coming in low, Espio. Grab on, and I'll get you up to
Wow.
the platform.
This seems like a terrible idea.
Charmy doing
Yes,
something
we're
right
out
for
of
once.
options. Give me a boost.
For
Well, I don't have
once.
any better ideas, so yeah.
Come on.
Make
He
yourself
does more
small.
right
Consider
than...
me throwable.
He does a lot more right.
One chameleon fastball incoming.
That's it, Espio. Now grab on. Nice grip. Now climb aboard.
Okay, I'm in. Hey, how'd you get back to Floral Forest so fast?
General was on his way here to help and saw me coming, so he flew me back to Vanilla and Cream's house. He's really fast. Now let's pour on the speed.
There, up ahead. It's Rouge. I was right. She's flying straight for that cloud.
Wow, look at those wings beat. They're no match for the Chaotix copter, are they?
I guess not.
Here she comes. Hi, Rouge! And there she goes. Bye, Rouge! Wow, that was some dirty look she gave us.
Got to get into that cloud and scope out what we're dealing with. Can you take us in and circle the platform?
You got it. Entering cloud in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I see something up ahead. Wow, Sage was right. Look at that platform just floating there.
Okay, there's the big scaffold with the lenses stacked up in a column. Looks like they're locked in tight. There's a deck where someone can stand. I'm guessing that's where the control console is. So that's where I'm heading.
Be careful! It's all I can do to keep the copter steady. Winds are hitting us from all different directions.
So, can the copter land on the platform?
I don't think so.
That's fine. Just get me in close enough to jump.
Are you sure?
Got no choice. Just be ready to catch me if something goes wrong. Ready? Steady? Wow, I am never taking up skydiving. You have
Me
got to be
neither,
kidding
SBO.
me.
I don't think I
Two
would ever
release
take up
buttons
skydiving.
On opposite ends of the platform.
Even though it sounds cool.
And I bet they have to get pushed at the same time to unlock the scaffold. Infinite must have used one of his weird doppelgangers to hit the other switch.
SBO!
Rouge! I'm glad you're safe. Be careful, the winds up here are treacherous.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Now throw me a line or something so I can pull myself in and land.
Well, I would, but if I do that, you'll trick me somehow and make off with the lenses.
Hi, Rouge!
Hi, Charmy. Listen, SBO, don't be ridiculous. Look at those lock release buttons. They're easily 30 feet apart. You can't hit both switches at once.
Oh, yes, I can. If I push one myself and hit the other one simultaneously with a kunai.
You wouldn't.
I would.
Hey, Rouge! Look! I'm flying the Chaotix copter!
At least he's having fun. Anyway, SBO, with these crazy winds, hitting both switches would take an impossible level of expertise.
Oh? The kind of expertise one might find in a devoted student of ninjutsu? Observe! Kunai out! Yeah! Yes! Platform unlocked.
I should have let Whisper shoot you.
Well, that's not nice.
Believe me, SBO, you'll never know how nice I could have been to you. I'm out of here.
Huh. Wonder what she meant by that. She never makes any sense.
And I'm getting an ad, oh god.
She left! Be ready to catch me when I jump!
Okay, it's
Now,
back on.
Let's see about getting those lenses out of there.
Okay.
Wait, where are you at?
1340.
1340. Is it still playing?
Yeah.
So like here.
You're jumping now! Okay, one barrel roll coming up. Whee! I'm upside down! SBO, you made it! And with all the lenses!
Just barely. But yes.
And that thing you did, throwing the kunai? That was amazing!
All in a day's work for someone dedicated to the ways of the ninja. Whoa! What's going on?
I think it's an air pocket. I can't get the copter level. We're tilting.
The lenses! They're falling out!
Oh no! If Infinite or one of the fakes don't get us, I'm afraid Friendly Fire will.
Don't give up! Not yet! SBO and Charmy are on the job!
You heard the man, everybody! Keep going! We got it!
Oh, whoa, hey, where'd all the duplicates go all of a sudden?
Hey, Tangle's right. And look, Infinite's shrinking. Not just that, he's weakened.
Whisper's right! He's staggering! Charmy and SBO must have done it! The lenses are offline!
He's normal sized again! Tackle him! Everybody pin him down!
Wait!
Huh? Why, Tails?
He's holding something, some kind of device.
You may have distracted me with that lens stunt, but to think you've won You've only prolonged the unavoidable.
It's a bomb!
Everybody, scatter!
Oh my.
When you least expect it.
Oh my god.
Forward to it.
Was that, did we just, like, win?
I see no trace of him, Tangle. Optical or infrared.
I think...
Did Infinite just kill himself?
I think he's gone.
Oh
What do you
my.
think, Sonic? Did we just win?
Well, the battle's over, and Infinite's not bugging us
Infinite
anymore.
killed himself?
Sounds like a win to me.
What? That can't make sense. That can't be it. Can't just be they win.
Nah, there's more. There's 12 more minutes. What is this?
Even though the battle was over,
Maybe it's.
it was like a nightmare that lingers with you once you're awake. Just couldn't get it out of my head. And Infinite had mysteriously vanished, like Charmy when there's chores to be done. The case was closed, and so after a couple of days, we made our way back to the agency office, weary and wiser for the experience.
Maybe it's.
There's
Maybe
that
this is just
voice
closing.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think
Infinite
it was
killed
possible to be
himself?
this sore. I've got sore places on other sore places. At least we're back in Seaside City.
That
Let's get to
doesn't
the
make
office.
sense.
you. Actually, can you
Maybe
hear
he's
me?
not dead.
I feel like all my joints are squeaking and crackling.
I've never been this tired before. I can barely stay in the
Well,
air.
okay, the case is closed.
Charmy,
It
just
seems
this
like.
once. You want me to carry you?
No. Thanks, though. I'll be all right.
Oh, hey, look. It's gun soldiers around our office.
What?
Just what I was hoping for.
We'd better go see what they want.
Commander Tower, Professor Victoria. How thoughtful of you to drop by.
I am not much in the mood for pleasantries, Vector.
Oh,
Your
it's
services
Roger's
were engaged
Batman
to recover
voice
the
again.
astroscopic lenses, not to destroy them. Though, after talking it over with the professor here, I will admit, grudgingly and with great reluctance, that the outcome you achieved may have been for the best.
I know it's not what we hoped would happen. I was looking forward to analyzing the lenses myself, truth be told. But, as it turns out, you and your friends did the world a tremendous service. We were, unaware of Infinite's return, and of his involvement with this whole affair.
Yeah, well, it took us a while to figure it out. Longer than it should have, if I'm being honest.
Don't beat yourself up, Vector. You deserve a reward. Which is why it's my pleasure to bestow upon you the honorarium we discussed when we first spoke.
Honorarium?
Reward?
Money?
Here you go. One for each of you.
And this paper is what, exactly?
They're honorary degrees from Spagonia University. Congratulations!
So, there's no actual reward. I mean, not a monetary one.
Knowledge is its own reward, I think you'll find.
Ooh, does this mean I can tell people to call me Dr. Charmy now?
Ooh, no. No, these are associate's degrees because you're our associates now. Isn't that great?
Yeah, great.
Oh, and the best part. Remember how the Chaotix Copter got sidelined?
Sidelined is a little generous. More like totaled.
Wait, why are you bringing that up?
Because I've got a wonderful surprise for you. One that means you won't have to walk everywhere.
You got us a new helicopter?
Even better. I got our engineering students to restore your old one.
Restore?
Students?
Yes, first-year students. It was a great learning opportunity for them, and they put the Chaotix Copter back exactly how it was when I first hired you guys, down to the last bolt.
Wow,
Well then.
I don't know what to say.
The Chaotix
Except
Copter's
thank you.
back!
This is incredible! The Chaotix Copter Classic, back in action.
I know, right? Isn't it great?
Yeah, great.
Maybe we could put seatbelts in it this time.
Well, that's settled then. Professor, I'm sure you'll be available when we call for your services in the future.
Of course, Commander.
And I trust the same can be said for you, gentlemen.
Oh, absolutely. In fact...
Oh.
Here, take this.
And what is this?
That's our fee schedule. Payable in cash. Daily.
Oh, Vector, you're so funny. See you boys later.
Well, all things considered, especially since we got our copter back, that whole mess could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot better, too.
Oh, hey, buddy, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Everything's wrong. Well, except with SBO.
Pardon me?
You weren't feeling like your ninja skills were getting challenged, right? But look what you did! Up there on the floaty thing with the kunai? You're the reason we got the lenses at all!
Hey, now, hang on.
Oh, I know. It was a group effort. But what did I do to help? Nothing. All I did was prove how useless I am.
Charmy. Hey, come here, pal. Just land on the desk here, would you? What you're saying just isn't true. All this stuff about needing a new role on the team, it was never necessary. Because you fit perfectly exactly the way you are.
Really?
Listen, who can get into tiny little spaces like you can? Not SBO, especially not me.
That's true.
And which one of us can fly? Again, not SBO, not me. How many times have your little wings pulled us out of a jam?
Well, maybe.
Also, who thought to go and get the old Chaotix copter while Infinite's doppelgangers were beating the stuffing out of us?
You did, Charmy. That was a stroke of genius.
Yeah, but I wanted to pilot the thing, because it was so much faster than I am. But I wasn't a pilot or a mechanic at all. It was General doing all the flying, not me.
No, that makes no difference either. Because the copter and General wouldn't have been there at all if not for you.
Oh! Huh. I guess that's true.
See? The only way we were able to reach that platform and get the lenses was thanks to your quick thinking.
Well, okay. Okay, yeah. I suppose maybe I fit on the team after all.
Exactly.
And let's not forget what you pulled off, Vector.
Huh? How do you mean?
Well, you're the one who figured out Infinite was the thief, remember? None of the rest of us had a clue.
Yeah, that was
some
top-notch by
top-notch
him.
detective work.
Yeah, top
Yep.
notch.
Aw, thanks, guys. You know what? Who cares if we're still stuck in the same office, with the same rattly ceiling fan, and the same bills piling up? We infiltrated an impregnable Eggman base and
You all
saved the
should be
world
proud
from
of
Infinite.
yourselves.
I say we should be proud of ourselves, because we
Yes.
are certified hard-boiled detectives.
Yeah, hard-boiled, like eggs.
Chaotix Detective
New
Agency.
case!
Yes. Yes, that's right. It's a new case.
Wow.
We'll take it.
Is this just gonna be the full song that plays or some post-credit stuff, or I don't know. It's a different variant of the song.
I'll let it play.
These lyrics are new.
Yeah.
Leader Vector at their best. Rest, forget it. Call Omen, you won't regret it.
Even when the rest forget it, call them in, you won't regret it.
You have been listening to Sonic the Hedgehog presents the Chaotix Casefiles.
Because God
Produced by
forbid,
Sega.
it's just
Post-production
credits,
and
but
distribution by
God
Realm.
forbid they
Written
could
by
have a
Dan Jolly.
post-credit scene.
Directed by Ian Jones Courte. Executive producers for Sega, Takashi Izuka and Ryan Hanlon. Producer for Sega, Chris Hernandez. Executive producers for Realm, Molly Barton and Fred Greenhalgh. Starring in order of appearance: Keith Silverstein as Vector the Crocodile, Matthew Mercer as Espio the Chameleon and Mr. Kitsch, Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Charmy B and Miles Taylor.
These actors did a damn
Roger
good
Craig
job.
Smith
Well, fuck
as
you,
Sonic
Mike
the Hedgehog
Pollock.
and Commander Tower, Mike Pollock as
Yeah.
Dr. Eggman, Dave B. Mitchell as Knuckles the Echidna, Crystal Lee as Professor Tori, Kate Higgins as Mrs. Knackerworth and Wave the Swallow, Michael Yurchak as Jet the Hawk, Fred Tatasciore as Storm the Albatross, Ashlyn
Tangle and
Madden
Whisper's
as Tangle the
performances
Lemur,
were spot
Aniris
on.
Quinones
Oh, yes.
as Whisper the Wolf, Karen Strassman as Rouge the Bat,
And
Alejandro
Infinite's
Saab as General
performance
and
was
Infinite,
exceptional.
Michelle Ruff
Yeah.
as Cream the Rabbit, Jenny Yokobori as Vanilla the Rabbit,
Sage was good.
Ryan Bartley
And
as
fuck
Sage,
you, Mike Pollock.
with additional voices by Roger
Same with
Craig
Karen
Smith,
Strassman.
Mike Pollock,
Yep,
Colleen
fuck her as
O'Shaughnessy,
well.
Dave B.
Yeah.
Mitchell, Crystal Lee, and Fred Tatasciore. Theme
Yeah, no,
song
there's
by
it's
Rebecca
probably
Sugar,
gonna result in
Charlie
nothing,
Rosen,
but
and Sega.
you
Original
never
score
know.
By Charlie Rosen with themes from Sega. Lead sound design and mixing by Daniel Brunel. Additional sound design by Chad Shenai, with support from Jun Senue, Tomoya Otani, and the Sega sound team. Sonic series voiceover direction by Jack Fletcher.
So it
Voiceover
seems like
production
they're
by Hannah
teasing a
Mosecki
season
and Hiroya
2.
Watanabe.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Evan Stanley, Allison Kirion, Ian Flynn, Katie Krzyzanowski, Justin
That
Thornton,
finale was
Michael
not how I was
Cisneros,
expecting
Jasmine
it to
Hernandez,
go.
Tyson Hess, Yuka Kobayashi, Tetsu Katano, Kazuyuki Hoshino, Eiichiro Toyota, Yui Karasuno, Sonic Team.
Okay, turns
Sega
out
of
it's
America,
nothing. It's
and
nothing.
The entire
There's
Transmedia
nothing.
West team.
It's just the credits.
Additional production support by the Help Network. Dialogue editing by Studiopolis.
Wow.
Recorded at Studiopolis
That was
in
an
Burbank,
ending.
California. This podcast was recorded
So what
under
did
a
you
SAG
think of
AFTRA
how
agreement.
of that
Copyright Sega.
season
All the rights
finale?
reserved.
That was good.
Sega is registered in the U.S. Patent
really
and
good.
Trademark Office. Sega and Sonic the
it was pretty
Hedgehog
good.
are
It
registered
was not
trademarks or
bad.
trademarks of Sega Corporation.
It wasn't bad. There was a lot of action. I wasn't expecting it. Like, did Infinite fucking kill himself?
You never
Did he
know.
Did he just commit seppuku?
You never know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
Yeah, maybe he committed seppuku. I don't know. What a finale, though.
Yeah.
Now, we gotta give our ratings. But before we do that, I think we should go through what happened in this series.
Oh?
We should try and go through what happened in this series. And kind of, you know, the journey that got us to episode 8. I mean, started off as this this group that formed. This group formed, and then they formed the Chaotix Detective Agency. And then, like, obviously their mission was given by Professor Tori. I hope I'm getting that name right. Their mission was given by her.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Rouge appears in episode 2. Obviously, we got Wispangle in episode 3. That was an excellent episode.
Indeed.
That was an excellent. And then episode 4 was about the assault on Gunbase. They infiltrated Gunbase.
Yeah.
And that's where they got the Red Spector files. We didn't know what that meant at the time.
No.
But but then you piece things together. That turned out to be Infinite later on.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah, episode 5 was basically when they're episode 5, the Chaotix Copter, it got fucking destroyed. Vanilla was in there, Gemerald was in there.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't the the team was basically stranded in that one. And in episode 6, the focus was on Sage.
Yep.
I think we know what took place in that. The Chaotix, they find Eggman's secret lair, but Sage did not. But Sage did not really gave them a warm welcome.
No, they didn't.
And were you about to say something, or
no?
And then episode 7 was basically figuring out the identity of the thief, and then them having to save their friends. And oh, is Eggman their only obstacle? No, it wasn't, because it turned out Infinite was the other obstacle.
Yeah.
And then that all goes into episode 8. The climactic finale. And them being able to stop Infinite. Or did they stop them? Did they stop him? We don't know. We don't truly know if they stopped Infinite or not.
No, we don't.
Because Infinite might have committed seppuku.
Pretty much.
So with that recap out of the way, what is your verdict on this episode and the entire series?
Awesome. It was awesome. The only
if
thing
you had to stick a rating on the episode,
9 out of 10. The only thing it needs is visuals. Like, I wish it could have been an animated thing. But you know what? For what it's worth, this was awesome. For what it is, I mean.
Yeah, if it was an animated thing with visuals, I mean, that would probably take up a lot of their budget, because these episode lengths, it would practically at that point be a TV show. You'd practically be looking at an entire TV show. And would that have done well? I think it would have. I think it would have done well as an animation.
Yeah.
But obviously, I know they didn't want to go that far with the budget. They probably didn't want to stretch that too far.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have to try different formats. Like, I mean, Sonic's never really delved into a podcast, so this was interesting.
Definitely.
It was certainly good.
Oh, yeah.
Now, my verdict, I am picky with 10s. I am very picky with 10s when it comes to this franchise. This godforsaken franchise. I'm extremely picky when it comes to giving out 10 out of 10s.
He's also picky about taking showers.
Fuck you. You brick. I wanted to say that all day today. I wanted to say that the second you called the Switch 2 a brick. But I hope I didn't want to go too far.
That was amazing.
Yes, me and Second shit talk each other. It's all fun and games, to be clear.
Yes.
We do all fun and games, we shit talk each other.
Yeah.
I like bringing the 2010s vibes in here. And this brings the 2010s vibes. You know the Xbox 360 days where people shit talked each other?
Yeah.
Those were fun days. I like bringing that type of style to the table. Anyways, there's not many times where I would give this franchise the golden 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But after what I've seen in these past 8 episodes, I'm not going by based on my individual episode ratings. I'm rating this as a whole.
Right.
For a podcast, I am giving this, and this is high, I am giving it my 10 out of 10 stamp.
Wow. Wow.
It's been a long time. I don't give many 10s to this franchise. The last time I did that was, I think, Sonic Movie 3. But the narrative in this, the storytelling was the best storytelling and characterization I have seen since Sonic Unleashed. And it might even top that for me.
Wow.
I don't want to go too far, but the characterization in this was spot on. The tone of having it serious but also silly at times. The tone was pure perfection. Yes, I would have liked this to be an animated video. I would have liked this to be animated with more visuals. But I cannot deduct score because of what it isn't. I am rating it based on what it is, not what it isn't.
Right.
To me, this is as perfect of a podcast I think is we're gonna get. I mean, I'm not typically into podcasts, but I was thoroughly engaged. I was always curious about what would happen. It was unpredictable. It wasn't predictable at all. Like, oh, we thought Mimic was gonna be involved in all of this. Oh no, turns out that's not the case. Oh, we thought Rouge was gonna be the shapeshifter. Oh no, that wasn't the case.
No.
Oh no, turns out it was Infinite this whole time.
Yeah.
This series constantly surprised the both of us.
Yeah.
Constant surprises. The theme, outstanding. I mean, you had me singing the whole theme at episode 0. That was outstanding, the theme. It went hard. Just, this, I know, had so much love, so much passion, and yeah, so much love, so much passion thrown into it that, yeah, I'm confident with giving this, with stamping it with a 10 out of 10. It might seem high. Yes, it's high. But it is well deserved. Because this to me is the standard they should be striving for when it comes to Sonic storytelling. This is the standard. Run with it. And I think you'll have an excellent game in Frontiers 2. We'll have an excellent game that surpasses the storytelling of the first game.
Yeah.
What a series. A masterful podcast from top to bottom. I mean, yeah, some episodes were 8 out of 10s, but I'm not going based off of individual episodes. The sum of it, for the most part, is a 10. Like, I think there's at least 3 episodes I would say that are a 10. But as a whole, this had more high moments than low moments. It had much more. Well done, Sega, Sonic Team, and everyone else involved.
Yes.
Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for my yapping. You will be seeing second stream on Tuesday. I will be recording my
Today's
reaction to fuck off. Oh fuck Oh right, second's gonna be streaming Thursday, not Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I'm a fucking idiot. So he'll be streaming Thursday with SA2. I will be recording my Starfield update reaction, so stay tuned for that.
Right.
And then also happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
But it's also my birthday as well.
Yes. If you haven't already, please wish Slash a happy birthday.
Thank you for that. And make sure you go watch Courte's video. Make sure to go watch it.
Yeah,
please.
I will be adding links to the description of this video or this stream. Please go watch it. Genuinely.
Since he poured his heart and soul into that, and he would really, really love it if you gave it a watch.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one, folks. And may the luck of the Irish be on your side today.
Indeed. Thank you for watching. Happy
Irish
birthday.
the Hedgehog is signing out.
Yes, and happy birthday to Slash.
Yep. Irish the Hedgehog is signing out. We will see you later.
Yes. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.